Hi everybody, welcome to Talk O'Clock. Happy Saturday. How are you doing? Are you ready for the festive season and all the weird ways we're going about it this year? I think. Well, I am. But let's recap the week for the last vlog of this year. Um, yeah, I just looked at the calendar this morning and looked at how many Saturdays there are and when I film, what I film, who I film. And I just saw, well, no more vlogs this year. I'm coming back next year with stories and footage and all of that. But let's recap the week. I'm gonna watch the video with you and only have music here and there if I don't have anything to say. We'll see. So it all started off with, let's first of all go to the correct clip, Miss King. So it started off Friday night, actually. I went to Sebastian's house and I had told you before that I bought the Doctor Who scarf, and this is him unpacking. It's a really long scarf and I have a very happy man in my surroundings because he really loves this scarf and wears it proudly, and I think the colors really suit him. I was surprised by that. I hadn't figured necessarily, but I really like those earthy tones, warm colors on him, and he just looks super fancy and he's very happy. So, yay! On Saturday, I stayed at Sebastian's house as well, and of course started off with the advent calendar. I only take his calendar with me if I stay overnight somewhere else, because the Lego one is just too frickly, too fiddly for me to take. So, but I opened his calendar, had another lovely item card for Gloomhaven in my envelope, and he opened his as well. Just in the mornings with a cup of coffee, very sweet, very cute, talking, chatting, opening advent calendars and having a little fun, like, for example, deciding which Tecfidera pill to take. Do I take this one? Do I take that one? Well, yeah, just, goofing off, being funny somewhat, I think. On Sunday, then, I started off in the mornings as well with my advent calendar, sitting on the couch at Sebastian's house. He had some university stuff to do with another student, so they had a Zoom meeting. And meanwhile, I enjoyed a cup of coffee, enjoyed opening the advent calendar with a very cool card for Gloomhaven, and then I took on to some reading. It's the third book in a series that is very lovely, and I hardly ever get enough time to actually sit down and read more than 2 or 3 pages. So I really enjoyed that morning, very quietly, just sitting on the couch, enjoying time to just read and immerse myself in that universe of the story, and well, getting a few chapters done. And of course, every so often I'm a little chilly, so I need a blanket. And this one is from Sebastian's childhood. It's really, really old, but it's very cozy and very lovely. So we both love to wrap ourselves in it and, read a good book and just have fun. And then I went home and, did the rest of the Advent calendar thing. It was the third Advent, so I was allowed to light the third candle, which I enjoy a lot. And the day after tomorrow, I can light the fourth. Looking forward to it, because I really like candles anyways. But even more in the dark season, I just really like the yellow light, the smell of wax candles or beeswax candles. They're just, oh gosh, awesome. And I think it makes just for a nice atmosphere. I feel way more calm and, mentally balanced if I have yellow lights around me, especially candle lights. So I always kind of celebrate lighting them. And then I went on to, building the Lego. I'm currently, and you will see that later on in the vlog, I'm currently at the final building of this lovely skyline. I'm working on the Eiffel Tower. But yeah, this is how far I got after 2 days. So there's the groundwork, the foundation is laid down for the Eiffel Tower and for the Louvre. So I also got some deliveries that Jan very kindly received for me on Saturday. And one of them was the Christmas gift for Sebastian's aunt. So that was delivered and I was able to build a box for it. It's a piece of jewelry. She doesn't watch my vlogs, so I can talk about it. And I made a little box for it, handcrafted, hand-designed, because I think that's always very lovely. And since for all the other members, other people that I already wrapped gifts for, I had handmade the wrapping paper. I thought I don't want to use wrapping paper on her gift because, a box is just way better for that kind of gift, I think. But I wanted to make something for her, like handcrafted DIY on my own, creative, kind of a gift wrapping as well. So I went all in and made her a box and spent quite a couple of hours doing so, not hurrying, just really enjoying the crafting process. Excuse me. And, just being creative, doing something with my hands. I don't craft too often. Every now and then, I definitely do. I just had to remember that I built 2 advent calendars with boxes this year, so I definitely did craft quite a bit this year, but I don't do it on a regular basis, so I always enjoy when it is time to make something when it comes to, having maybe a little bit of a special or handmade kind of crafting project as a gift wrapping thing. Oh, words. Whew, they're awesome. And then I went on to coloring a bit. I'm currently working in a Polish book by Karolina Kubikowska, which is a book that personally for me works really well with just watercolors and a little bit of gel pen. So that's what I'm doing on pretty much every page. And one of the pages here was of funny looking mushrooms. And I'm using this book quite a bit to just maybe test a few color combinations that I wouldn't go for intuitively, going a little more wild with the way I choose colors for certain objects. I wouldn't go for mauve and aubergine for mushrooms first, usually. It's more like the yellows and the browns. But I love this book because it's a little quirky and a little, not based in realism. So I think I can definitely get away with maybe not so intuitive color combinations. And I'm using the book to, just play and have fun with it and see what I can come up with. So after the advent calendar and everything, I started working, filming for Beyond the Lines. Got a video done, so I'm prepared for January on that particular format. I just have to film for the Pinselgeschichten Junior channel, so the German kids art channel, and then I'm all set and just have to edit and do post-production and such for all the art videos. But liked working on that page that is gonna come up in January. And after that, of course, I went to the other coloring book that I was just talking about and colored the next page. I loved this one with the apples. I'm not very fond of every page in this particular book. Some are a little too dark for me. Some are a little too abstract for me, or surreal. Yeah, surreal is a word for me. But I'm gonna color them nonetheless, like all of them, because that's the kind of person I am. Because for me personally, it is sort of a challenge to also color and work with things that don't draw me in right away. And I really just like this particular page. I went for almost like spring or early summer colors though. After that, housework, laundry, totally great. Yeah, not. But it has to be done, so I did. And then enjoyed a lovely evening, having just some peace and quiet time, watching some movies. I found out that I seem to be a seasonal girl with things that are not even necessarily related to seasons. Like, for example, Advent time is movie time for me. But moving on to the next day, on Tuesday, of course, I worked in the mornings on the Advent calendar, pretty early in the morning, because my mom would come over for breakfast, and we just meet up and have a little chat and just spend time together, just hanging out. And after that, when she was back home, my future in-laws came over as well. Had a little chat there too. In the mornings though, waking up Sebastian's was the chore. That's why the cell phone is active while filming, because usually I don't do that. But anyways, had it with me in the mornings had, like I said, my mom and my in-laws over, and the rest of the day I just chilled. I was so bone tired, not really being able to do anything very much. So I just pretty much lay in bed, listened to a couple of podcasts, not really doing anything. though I'm not having very many social interactions currently, for whatever reason, Tuesday was sort of exhausting for me when it comes to having uh, multiple social interactions. When I'm in the situation, it's super easy for me. I don't really realize that I'm getting tired or that my brain is just really working. But once the meeting is over and I get to being on my own again and just sorting my way through the day and deciding, okay, what do I want to do next? I feel the bone tired thing every so often, and on Tuesday that was the case. On Wednesday, guess what? Advent calendar. Started a little later in the morning, so it was a little lighter outside and I was way more awake. Sipping on my tea is very important. Was in a very good mood because I was looking forward to that particular day. Did my Lego, of course, while having my future mother-in-law on the phone, just chatting with her about different kinds of things. Christmassy things, maybe. Not spoiling here. But yeah, just had a lovely chat in the morning and then went on to working on the next part of the Beyond the Lines video, finished that video, finished the page, and was all in all quite happy with myself. It went smoother than I thought it would, because when I don't like a page in a coloring book like really, really a lot and something is maybe off about the page, it's a little more work for me to work on a page and explain things and do things without just being whiny. But all in all, I was happy with myself, happy with the way I worked on that page, and then as a reward went on to the other coloring book and went very much in the direction of cool colors, which I don't use very often. In the late afternoon / evening, Sebastian came over and we had lovely dinner together, played a couple of rounds of quicks, just chatted, had fun, were goofy as hell. In this particular part here, all of these video clips coming up when I edited them, they reminded me so much of the first night out as a couple that we had when we celebrated my dad's birthday earlier this year in the pub. We were playing quicks there as well. It's just very similar, the way we interact with each other, the way we tease each other. So reminded me a lot of that, which was unexpected because I don't think about these kind of things usually, but sometimes they just are in your face, and then you are reminded, oh, I kind of cut a video like that already. Hold on, let me go back and rewatch that other video to make sure that I'm not misremembering. So I did, and I was right. I did very much see the same kind of mannerisms and behavior and facial expressions, body language, and all of that in the earlier video as well. But yeah, that was a lovely evening. It was our only evening this week. University was crazy for him, and he's having a social meeting with 2 friends this weekend. I'm not gonna go with him because, well, for one, they're playing tabletop Warhammer. I'm more of the RPG Warhammer kind of girl, so that would just be... Though I really love the 2 people he's visiting, it would be kind of like wasted time. I'm just sitting on the sidelines, and that is not my kind of thing. I have so many other things to do, so we said, okay, we're not gonna see each other this weekend, but we're gonna see each other very early next week. make up for that. So we had only a couple of hours together this week, and we made the best of it, enjoyed it a lot. You know, it was a very lovely Wednesday evening. On Thursday, I started off the day being very, very tired. I had a very good night's sleep, but I just was tired that day, so I started slowly, had my calendars, had my tea, had a good giggle or smirk with it, and then went on to coloring. Since I didn't have work, or I could have a day off without video work, I just went to my testing coloring book. It's the same kind of mushrooms that I had on a previous page, and I wanted to test another color combination where I definitely know that they work together. So orange, yellows, and blues, they work very well together. But I wanted to test more of an apricot, very subtle kind of yellow-orange with Prussian blue and night blue, which are very, loud colors. They're in your face, and the apricot is pretty much like a very quiet, neutral, laid-back kind of color. And I wanted to test how much I could push the envelope when it comes to having parts of the page be very much in your face and the same kind of object, so the stems of the mushrooms, be very laid back. Coming back right now, I would definitely add a more bright and loud, kind of an orange to the stems, but the project worked well enough for me, so I was happy. And for the rest of the day, I played Santa's Helper. A few more Christmas gifts were delivered, and I created some more wrapping paper for it, and packed up gifts in there, being very much in my head. I listened to podcasts, a real crime podcast, while I was working. I really love real crime podcasts and documentaries and stuff like that. I was listening to Without Warning. I can only recommend if you like real crime stories and podcasts and work and yada yada yada. And you haven't listened to that one yet, there's 3 seasons available. I'm 1/3 into the 2nd season by now. I just started downloading late last week, so I've been listening and also listening pretty much all the time, and I can only recommend it.
saw what I'm about to say. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now you dear old man, whisper what you'll bring to me. Tell me if you can. A storybook, she thinks dolls are folly. As for me, my little brain isn't very bright. Choose for me, old Santa Claus, what you think is right. Lean your ear this way.
Cool, you know the jungle has its rules, and I just gotta keep it cool, and I'll be treated like a tool. So don't be acting like a fool. Look at you stopping like a broom, tryna get everybody's cool. Go ahead and jump into the pool. It might just be the time for you to do better for yourself. 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 So, are you afraid of letting go? Life's a kind of cookie dough, and you can try to eat it slow, but you could miss it out. So dig right in. Don't say I didn't work out though. Come on and let me see you go. Don't you be walking around so low. Are you too afraid to go? But you forgot that you're amazing. Do better for yourself. 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 Self.
I started off the days, of course, with my advent calendars. Had a little struggle with the Lego one today, so fine motor skills are not with me today. Fun fact, I just had breakfast with Jan and he was cooking up breakfast, and he has no fine motor skills today as well. So that's kind of like the goofy part about it, even though you're quite frustrated and annoyed about these kind of days. It's quite funny when your friend / roommate has a day with the same kind of struggles, because usually we don't struggle with the same thing on the same day. But every so often we do. And today was such a day which was hilarious and made us sing MS-related, very pun-heavy songs, like making up our own songs with the melody of "The Weather Outside is Frightful," yada yada yada, and Rudy the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So these kind of melodies with MS-related songs while making breakfast, about not having my fine motor skills and other, well, let's say struggles sometimes. But we both can handle it way better and not be as frustrated if we can make fun about it. So in these kind of moments where we both are like, "Bleh," we gotta do that. And we did. And now I'm just, editing the vlog, doing some food shopping for the weekend, and then I'm getting ready for the weekend. I'm gonna film tomorrow. I want to have a few more videos under my belt. I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I want to film for the Junior channel tomorrow or another one for Beyond the Lines. I will decide that depending on what my mood will be like tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to work tomorrow. Sunday I will probably work as well, and then come Monday I hope the remaining 2 gifts that are not delivered yet will be delivered, so I can do the gift wrapping and the prepping and all of that. And then I'm gonna get ready for Christmas. I'm gonna be with my mom on Christmas Eve, which is in Germany, in case you don't know. This is the main day of Christmas that we celebrate. It's a little different in other cultures, where the first day of Christmas, or Christmas Day, is actually the main day, which is the 25th of December. For us, we are a little early. We go with the 24th. So I'm gonna be at her house all day, and just her and I celebrating Christmas. Probably very goofy, very lovely. Probably getting some board games in there, because she's a gamer, I'm a gamer. What can I say? And I'm gonna stay overnight at her house, and she's gonna drive me to Sebastian's parents' house on the 25th, where I will celebrate Christmas with them. Sebastian's gonna come over to their house as well. He's at their house on the 24th. So we split up this Christmas because I didn't want my mom to be alone on Christmas, and I kind of am used to having her with me every 24th of December. So I'm not comfortable to give that up yet. There might be a day in the future where I say, okay, we're celebrating 25th, but I'm not there yet, not even close. So that's so I'm with Sebastian's family on the 25th and also on the 26th. And on the 27th, we go to the other family, so his biological dad and second wife and kiddo. We're like foster kiddo. We're gonna go to their house on the 27th and celebrate Christmas there. And then we're just probably gonna have a few days off and probably a little work for me, and having some quiet time. Well, for me, not that much quiet time, because the twins are at our house, and I want to spend time with them too and see what lovely Christmas gifts they got. When I was wrapping the Christmas presents, the last 2 are my gifts for the twins. They're old enough now to get a knife. So they said. So at our house, they have a fork and a spoon, like for kids. And they very eloquently told me that they're old enough now to have a knife as well. So I said, okay, let's not go for the 500th Lego box. Let's go for something that they need, something that they demand, something that will make them learn daily things, develop fine motor skills and table manners and all of that. So they both get a set of real children's utensils, cutlery, utensils. Is it? It sounds weird, but I think it's the right word. But it's cutlery, anyways. So they get that from me. Very tiny gifts this year, only because last year we realized everybody, of course, is gifting them with something, and they get overwhelmed. And Jan doesn't like it. I don't like it. Because, well, they get overwhelmed in the sense they don't know what to play with first, or their attention span is so short if they're overwhelmed, and we both think it's not helpful. So we split up what we're going to give them with, how many presents they get, which of them are toys, which are not, yada, yada, yada. So I'm looking forward to a couple of days with the twins as well, between Christmas and New Year's. And New Year's I'm going to spend with Sebastian. We're going to watch the final last concert of the year. Our favorite band is having an online concert on New Year's Eve, so we're going to watch that. We're going to celebrate with the band into the new year with a few, a few friends. Haha, it's actually roommates, because lockdown. But yeah, we're going to do that, and then I'm gonna have a little more time with the twins before it's back to work, and we are going to see us on this particular show on the 9th of January. So I wish you all the best. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, whatever it is that you're celebrating, if you're celebrating, and if you're not celebrating, I just wish you all the best on those 3 days as well. When it comes to New Year's, I hope everybody kind of celebrates that this, let's say, special year is finally over. We can move forward into the next year. It's not gonna change from the 31st of December to the 1st of January, of course not. But maybe 2021 will be a little bit better with the way the virus is handled, the way how to say that without pissing anybody off. Sorry if I piss you off. The way governments and society handle things that come with a virus, like regulations and such. Honestly, I've been reminded of my childhood every now and then with the way people treat other people when it comes to regulations. Some of them are very smooth, very lovely, and some of them are very aggressive and up in everybody's business. And it so reminded me of, or people being afraid seeing somebody, or somebody could tell on them. And it reminds me of my childhood, because I lived in a country where that was the norm back then. So I hope that just the way we handle human interactions, the regulations themselves, and just, manners, that we handle them better in 2021, because what I've seen in November, December is not funny. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to end this vlog on a this is also shitty, it's also difficult kind of note. No, it's not. I'm still happy, still cheerful, and I'm still hopeful that humanity will get it, that we will evolve, that maybe we think twice about some things before we say some things or do some things, and that we are maybe just looking out for each other a little more. It doesn't mean that we have to save the world, but sometimes it's just enough to be friendly to the supermarket employee who has the nasty job of disinfecting everybody's cart. Just saying thank you and have a nice day puts a smile on their face sometimes. Honestly, this is a story that I have to tell you. I was quite disappointed. I was food shopping, and like I said, in my store, there's a guy all day long. He's standing there at the entrance and disinfecting everybody's carts and hands. And I just went in like 4:30 p.m. For my quick round and getting some produce. And I just said to him, have a nice day. That's all I said. I didn't say thank you, because I hate when they go to my rollator with that sticky, nasty kind of disinfectant, and they don't allow me to use my own disinfectant. So I had a little quarrel with him like weeks before. So he's just doing my hands, not my rollator anymore. Nice man, because I can use my own disinfectant on my rollator. Just saying. I could use it on my hands too, but that's a different kind of story. They have their regulations. I'm not going to argue with him. It's fine. So I just said to him, you know, have a nice day. And he said, thank you. You're the first one to say that to me today. And I was, whoa. I was so sorry for him, because he's getting frustrated, annoyed, angry glances or huffs or anything all day long, and nobody says have a great day or thank you, see ya next time. It's a tiny little thing that you can say. It's 4 words. In German it's even shorter, it's just 3 words. So why can't people do that and be nice and maybe just soften somebody else's day? I know it's difficult. I know we all just don't think of it in the moment, but maybe we learn that because of the current situation, and I hope that we can handle that a little better next year. So that was a long story rant finishing. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna celebrate my Christmas. I'm gonna celebrate it with my loved ones. I'm gonna celebrate New Year's, and I'm not gonna let myself be put down and be annoyed by regulations and stuff. I'm just, you know, gonna put on a smile anyways and enjoy the things that are happening in my life. So I'm gonna see you next year. Have a good one. Take good care. Be safe. Be lovely, and tell somebody to have a nice day. So thanks for watching.